Boys and girls, we could genuinely be ending the series right here, if everything, well, not right here, at the end of this bit. You get how it works. If all goes to plan, we've got the second leg of our last 16 game against Juventus. We're ahead in the first leg. If we win that and then 6 more Champions League games, we'll win the Champions League and everyone wins. It's probably not going to happen. There's probably several more episodes to come, but it is theoretically possible that this could be the last episode. Right, this is our team for the game against Juventus. If you weren't in last night, this is the last 16 of the Champions League. We're 2-1 up from the first leg, but this is the away leg in Turin, which means we're not going to get back to our hotel until like 1 a.m. We'll pop on the half and half scarf because you've got to have the half and half scarf on when it's appropriate to the match that you're playing. So there we go. We've got my half and half scarf. We'll put the Sporting side on top of the Juventus side, though, just to let the world know that we want Sporting to win. I think that's probably enough. We've done enough there. There's nothing else we could possibly have done. So we're going to try and get this series wrapped up before I go on holiday. I'm on holiday the first 2 weeks of May. So we're going to try and get this save wrapped up before I go, so we don't then like have a couple of weeks where there's no streams and everyone forgets to save on it by the time I get back. So we're thinking wrap it up by the end of next week and then start the new save when I'm back in middle of May. So nothing just yet. But if you are worried about not being able to get your regular fix from LOLLUJO 2, don't worry, because you've got the Leipzig mini-series coming to LOLLUJO 2 while I'm on holiday. It's like 7 or 8 parts, I think it is. How many parts is it, Topher? He probably hasn't edited it, even though we did it 2 months ago. So that'll be coming out every couple of days while I'm on holiday. So there will still be regular content on LOLLUJO 2. Which, of course, Chris edited that all together back in February when we did it. I've edited some of it. My word, that boy loves to do his homework the night before it's due, doesn't he? I'd have had that done 3 days after the 24-hour stream so that I could just highlight on the calendar my 2 weeks where I had to do absolutely no work at all. The man is a sucker for night before it's due. We're 1-0 down, which means it's 2-2 on aggregate. Boo and hiss. This is where Juventus is just going to knock us out, aren't they? And I'm going to be very sad. And then we've got to do at least one more season. Because obviously we want to win the Champions League. I couldn't live like that. Oh, and I'm not enjoying living like this either. 2-0 down, which means we are now behind on aggregate. And we have not looked like getting back into this game. We've not looked like offering anything. We have just hit a hype train, which is nice. Tasman, thank you very much for 4 months. Oh, look, they're in behind. If they score again here, it is all over. Next goal is going to be crucial, whichever way it goes. Please, can we do the next goal, please? Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, fiddlesticks. It was a nice little dream, wasn't it? Is the correct way to play Football Manager. Only perverts fiddle. It's not necessary. We just weren't destined to win this game, clearly. They've got their enormous lump up front, and ours is injured, and that's the difference between the two teams. Their enormous lump has scored all 5 goals. 4 of their 5. Our enormous lump is injured. But yeah, this is not looking like a team that's going to win the Champions League next season, especially because we'll have to do it without Mendes, who's probably going to Liverpool. I don't think we were this much worse than Juventus in the first leg. I expected we'd lose. I thought it would be tight. I thought we had a chance. The aggregate score suggests we probably never had a chance. That might be the end of Sammy in goal. Right, well, at least we've had loads of money thrown at us, but Kande wants to leave because we didn't win the Champions League, and I might have promised him that we would, so we might have to try and do it without him as well. No! It's all falling apart. Right, we cruise through to the end of the season now and start planning. How much money have we got? We've got... we're actually over that budget. That's not ideal. Kande's made his Portugal debut as well. We've got all these boys with international experience now. Mamadou Mendes has got his first goal for Portugal. Oh, he's so going to Liverpool. There's nothing we can do to stop him leaving. Oh, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Liverpool all want him. He is as good as gone. We may as well just stop playing him now, because he's never going to play in a game that matters ever again. Only doing one more season, just turn down all the offers. Yeah, and then he'll kick up a fuss and the whole team will back him because they all came through the youth system together, and I'll have a mutiny on my hands and we'll finish third and get knocked out of the Champions League in the group stage. Remember, this is Morale Manager 2023. You can't keep unhappy players at the club. How is there another next Michael Owen? That's not okay. Undongala's won the next gen, not the NXT. He's the NXT champion. Z-Man finished third. Alexandru Mihai in the top 10 as well. But that is that's 3 consecutive years we've won the next gen with the striker we're selling this summer and then the striker we're selling next summer. So Mendes' replacement, I mean, he's already outperformed him this year. If you look at Undongala this year, 31 goals from 28 appearances and a 7.73 compared to Mendes, who's done 23 from 31 and a 7.53. So at a year younger, Undongala's actually already outperforming him. And then we've got Z-Man as well. He's got 23 from 23 and a 7.83. We've got 3 of the best under 21 strikers in world football. How are we not winning the Champions League? A minute there, I thought that was showing me the guy they were describing, but that's not. That is just Ruben Diaz, isn't it? So it would be, I like the way Chardonnay Undongala is already so good that he doesn't get the Qatari Diaz next Michael Owen. He's already just the current Chardonnay Undongala. Yeah. Right, let's get some of these guys scouted. There's a 16-year-old on here. How good must he be already to be 16 years old, played a full season in the league and have that kind of value at 16 years old? My word. Servette have got a player on here as well, which is nice to see. And then we'll crack on with the gazumping. I think I'm going to put the age range up to 21 rather than 18. And then just carry on gazumping. We still want great young players, but I don't want to say no if they're 19 or 20 when we're shortening the life of the series a little bit. Like, that 16-year-old would be a lot of fun to bring in, but if we agree to sign him now, he's not going to arrive for 2 years. Is that how it works? He's not going to be a world beater for 5 years, and we've not got 5 years. Only there was a scout all button. Everyone contact Sports Interactive and tell them you need a scout all button on this screen. It's insane that there isn't one. It's like they think there's a person there. I don't believe there's a person out there who's not doing this. Surely everybody is just scouting everybody on the next gen list, or else what on earth is the next gen list for, if not for giving you the 50 great young players to just go and scout immediately? Undongala dedicated his award to me, as he should. I plucked him from obscurity. Look, obscurity. And turned him into a world beater. You're welcome, young man. So there you go. For example, there we have a wonder kid. A 20-year-old wonder kid, central midfielder, who is just better than every other midfielder we've got at the club. Now, at the moment, we've got no money. So it doesn't really help at the moment. We could spend next season's budget immediately. I mean, I'm going to... Director of football, go do your thing. Go get me him. Because that's an area we could do with strengthening. Big Willie! So, I think what I've established is the next stage of development of all of this. Surely cycling shorts are due a comeback. Because when I was a kid, that was the thing. Everyone would wear cycling shorts under their football shorts because that's what the footballers did. So you'd have to get a pet. I mean, I had them because posh superstar Ken Charlery would always wear a pair of cycling shorts under his actual shorts. Obviously, I had to wear cycling shorts under my actual shorts. So I would do that. And then they brought in the little skin tight jumpers. And now you've got second socks. Where's the next development? I need to know what the next development is. I need to get ahead of the curve. I need to convince them they need to cut up their shirts every match. Modular shin pads, third socks. There's got to be a way to make the boot disposable. Maybe convince them that there's some advantage to wearing different boots on each foot, so you have to buy 2 pairs. That's got to be a thing. Maybe you wear a slightly different boot on your weaker foot, but obviously you don't sell them like that. But you have to have slightly different ones. Like you can get a pair of weak foot boots and a pair of strong foot boots, but you have to buy both pairs and then throw away the boots you don't need. That's the next stage. Oh yes, boots that have to be cut off. So they come 3 sizes bigger than they need to be. You put them on, you submerge your feet with boots on in water, and they shrink to size, so they're perfectly molded to your feet, but the only way to get them off is to cut them off. But the special thing about these boots is not that you need a new pair for every match. Yeah, they're the same price as normal boots. You need a new pair. It's fine. The special thing about them is it will make it less likely that you will pull your groin. So you need my special disposable football boots. And if you want to know what the benefit is, I mean, I'm telling you, you're less likely to tweak your hamstring if you're wearing these boots. So do you want to take the risk? Is it worth risking tweaking your hamstring just because you think I'm wrong? That could be the marketing thing. Fed up with having to buy new socks every week? Well, don't worry. With these special molded to your foot boots, you don't need the grippy socks anymore. You can just wear normal football socks. P.S. You will need a new pair of boots every match. The only problem is if they're water activated, I guess if you're playing in the rain, they're just going to keep getting smaller as the match goes on, which could lead to injuries. So maybe we need them to be activated by something else. Maybe you have to put them in a special microwave, because then we get to sell the special microwave as well. So a special microwave that you stick your feet in the top of. At the end of it. So now every team needs one of these microwaves. That's not how it'll work, though. Every player will bring their own microwave in their little bag and have to plug them in. It'll go in there with their tape and their scissors and all their creams and potions. They'll now have their little portable microwave. Oh, and I just need to find a cool footballer to do it. Because that's the thing. No one's going to believe me telling them that this is great. If I can just convince one cool footballer that this is why they're good. You just need one guy who's really good to go on the internet. So yeah, the reason I'm really good is because of these boots that I have molded to my feet with a microwave before every match. I have to cut them off with a knife after every match and then throw them away and buy new ones and then shrink them to my foot size with a microwave again. But that is why I scored a hat-trick today, so you should all get them. Ivan Toney. There you go. Yeah, we're going to get Ivan Toney on board. And we've already got Ivan Toney's boot behind me to... I mean, that feels like we've already got a connection there. Who is considered the best player in the league? See, Undongala's actually moved beyond Mendes. Mendes isn't even in the Dream 11 anymore. Undongala's considered the best player in Portugal, which is very interesting because he's a year behind Mendes in his development. It's Benfica in the next game. This is effectively a title decider. If they beat us, they're actually back in a title race here, which is not ideal. If we beat them, it's all over. May as well just have the trophy ready for us. No hospitality. No, the hospitality, you have to buy 2 tickets. I couldn't see a way to buy just one hospitality ticket. So it was going to cost over $1,000 to do 2 hospitality tickets. And I can't justify that. That's bonkers. Osher tuning up. Wonderful stuff. Liverpool, Spurs, me and Topher. I definitely can't go to that one because that's while I'm on holiday. The only one that's a possibility is the last home game of the season against Villa. Did look into the viability this afternoon of trying to do 3 videos in one go while I'm up there. Like do the match day vlog, do best thing from Liverpool. But if I do best thing from Liverpool, then I have to bring Sheepdog, which means he needs a match ticket. And if we're doing those 2 videos, we'll also need a hotel. But if we go in a hotel, we could stay in a really cool or quirky hotel that is worthy of a hotel video, like I did with the one at Birmingham the other week. So I could potentially do a matchday vlog, a hotel review, and a best thing from. But to do that, I've got to bring Sheepdog with me. We're losing 2-0 as well, which isn't ideal because look at the difference it makes at the top of the table. Or Sheepdog. I'm not. Oh my word, we're 3-0 down. I'm not spending £500 or £600 on match tickets, another 250 quid on a hotel. Because, you know, if it's one worth a video, it's got to be a decent hotel. Plus the travel to get us up there. I mean, you're looking at the best part of £1,000 then, just for the sake of going to a Liverpool match. Unless they each get 100,000 views. What on earth is going on here? How on earth are we 4-0 down after 20 minutes? I don't understand what's going on. We've been so dominant all season. This is like what happened against Juventus all over again. Every now and again, we just get smashed and there's no explanation for it. Because XG-wise, we should not be close to 4-0 down. This is just Sammy having another terrible game in goal. Or they've got a striker who's doing incredibly. We're 5-0 down. Here we go. The comeback is on. Don't you dare celebrate. We're 5-0 down. There you go. We're getting back into this now. I've decided. Imagine if we somehow don't lose this match. That'd be one of the greatest matches in Football Manager history. Oh my word. I mean, there's no defending against that. Where has this performance come from? I mean, it's not as if it's one guy dominating us. The goals have been spread around. Topher, fix it. What is happening? Where's your arm? There it is. Look. Get your arm out. Monster is shocked about what he's seeing. Just eat the microphone. What's the worst that happened? Oh, Monster. What are we going to do, eh? I'm glad we spent all that money on Big Willie. £18 million centre back. We've lost 5-1 against Juventus, now 7-1 against Benfica. I don't know why the match has slowed right down either. I'm really glad we're watching this in slow motion. Oh, dear me. Why is it slowed right down? Why is Benitez still on the pitch? I just took him off. It's on full match. Why? Why would anybody want to watch this as a full match? I mean, I did say yesterday that I was fed up of the game. Why is Benitez still on the pitch? I did say yesterday that I didn't want it to just keep doing those red cards. Just outplay us. Just give us a proper thumping. I mean, at least they listen. I mean, it might be the end of the diamond here, boys and girls. Apparently, it's quite susceptible to this happening. I don't know what's happening. I can't get my head around. I'm going to sack the assistant manager, I think. That's the only solution at a time like this. Well, Topher's rubbish. I'm glad we spent $5 million on that goalkeeper in January. Topher's no better than Sammy. Oh, at least we got rid of the 8-2 nonsense. And Dongala's got a hat-trick in this game. He's going home with the match ball. Oh. Heads had to roll. It was his fault. We didn't even let him travel home on the bus with us. At times like this, we desperately flail around. Where is he? Boom. Hey! Hey! It's all good. The Ronaldo effect right there. He gets offered the job and we immediately qualify for the Champions League without even needing to play a football match. Oh, gazump. Well, we haven't got 60 million, but we'll try. Oh, Man United want this guy as well. Gazump. I think you have to say gazump, that guy. We can now afford. Oh, look, we've made the big money offer. The big pennies are going in for this guy. That's how we know he's good. Even my director of football thinks he's good and is willing to throw 17 million at him. He's not done that since Big Willie. I mean, we've had to agree to a release clause there, which is not ideal, but we only need him for one season. That feels like Ronaldo's problem after I've gone. It seems that Ronaldo favours Topher over Suarez. Ronaldo's first call in his first match as the new assistant manager, aka guy who picks the team, is Sammy Suarez has been dropped and Topher is in. You've got Cristiano Ronaldo to thank, Topher. Topher could get Ronaldo sacked. Oh yeah, if Topher has a stinker, he'll never play again and Ronaldo's gone. And we'll try and bring Bruno Fernandes in. Oh, football! Oh, look at us go. Look at us go. We are rampant. 41 for the season, Brundongala. Clear my desk and then make it stand up. But the last time I tried to make my desk stand up, something got caught. It got jammed and it all went bang. I'm not sure if I've broken it. That was like a month ago. And I've not tested if it's broken or not because I don't want to know. Xana will yell if it's broken. So it's better I don't know. See, this has happened again. Second season in a row. We've got 2 matches against the same team in the league right at the end of the season. And they're a team in a relegation battle. We win those 2 games against that team that are about to get relegated. And that's the title one. Ah, silly old Benfica. They should have not been as rubbish as they have been. Right, come on, it's time we did a goal. Oh, oh my word! Referee, you've got to give that touch from Undongala. We need to have a look at this. Just look at this touch to play Mendes in. You little rascal! Oh, it's not even Mendes he played in. It was Mihai. But my word, what a touch. Look at it. Wow. 2-week break. Don't worry, there's not going to be a 2-week break from videos. It's just a 2-week break from me making videos. I'm going on holiday at the start of May, but you'll still get content. Right, it's not mathematical until Benfica lose. I think they play before our next game. So if they lose there, or even draw, then it'll be mathematical. Otherwise, we'll just have to win our next game. But we are pretty much there. We're getting a trophy lift tonight. Chicken, penguin, pigeon, ostrich. Now, I've forgotten one again. 5 is too many. Penguin, ostrich, chicken, pigeon, owl. What category does bird fall into? Pigeon. Basically, unless it's obviously a chicken, an ostrich or a penguin, it's a pigeon. I think replace owl with parrot. Parrot's just a small ostrich. Absolutely can go in the ostrich category. Toucan's a colourful pigeon. Peacock's just an extravagant penguin. Yeah, I mean, they all fit. Flamingo's just a lady ostrich. Duck is a water chicken. Exactly, you're getting the idea. Turkey's a fat chicken. What does budgie fall into? Small pigeon. I mean, there is an argument for putting pigeon and chicken together because years ago there was a nest with eggs in on Amy's windowsill, which before the eggs hatched, we just started calling window chickens because what comes out of eggs? Chickens. So it was obviously a window chicken. And when that hatched, it was some flavour of pigeon. It's basically a window chicken. But then you get all the different types of pigeon. They're not all categories of window chicken. So I think you probably can argue for pigeon as a separate category. Owl is the one that's in danger. 5 categories is too many to remember. I guess ostrich is a tall chicken rather than a tall pigeon. Problem is, I really like ostriches because I like creatures with long necks. So on that basis, ostrich gets its own category because of the respect I show for ostriches and other long-necked creatures. It's just foul, prey, exotic, and flightless. You're forgetting wet. Wet is the forgotten 5th category. Unless we're counting wet as a subcategory of exotic or flightless. Where does penguin fit in? After a couple of those early results tonight, I didn't know that the stream was going to end with a trophy lift. I thought it might be a Champions League win. Apparently that's not happening this season. We're very susceptible to that shot where they cut inside and just try and curl it around the keeper. What about seagull? It's just a pigeon, isn't it? My old boss from years ago used to get so angry when I said I could hear seagulls. We don't live by the sea, they're just gulls. So if they fly out to the sea, do they become seagulls? I mean, what are you saying? It genuinely used to make him angry to the point where I would mention it every time we were on playground duty together. I'd point out the seagulls to him and he'd be fuming. They're just gulls. Well, they're seagulls, aren't they? Seagulls aren't a species. Did you used to work in a Peterborough school? Right, come on, give us this trophy lift. We don't need to inflict any more punishment. Here we go. Come on, then. Get my half of the scarf out. Just cover what's behind it. Yeah, come on, then. Measure this up perfectly. Turn it up the right way. Yay! Woo! By the way, yesterday I ordered a Liverpool shirt and a Sporting shirt, both from their respective club shops. So a Liverpool shirt from the Liverpool club shop, a Sporting shirt from the Sporting club shop. Guess which one's coming tomorrow?